Hello everyone, welcome to Green Mac Studio. Today I wanted to video this tree that in my daughter's backyard that it froze a couple of years ago and it damaged the tree, and then you can see where the bark is all peeling off of this thing. The tree's dying and those limbs are hanging over a retainer wall there over into the neighbor's yard, so they were afraid that someday that thing is going to fall and tear down the retainer, and so they're going to have it cut down. And these guys are. I watched them do it, and I wanted to video do it because 8 foot of that trunk on that thing, I'm going to take and make a mantel out of it to go over their fireplace, and it's just it's just sad to have to cut down a tree in your yard. And my daughter cried over it, and I understand. I've got trees in the backyard that I had to remove that were. I had a pecan tree that was huge. It was 3 foot thick. It's a trunk. It'd been there for a couple of 100 years. I had to take it down, and that was sad. But it's got to be done, and I've got a tree in my backyard that it's leaning into the neighbor's yard, and I'm going to have this guy here come over and look at it and see if there's something he can do with it. But these guys are very very good. It didn't take him about 45 minutes to take down this tree, piece by piece, and y'all just watch. It's pretty interesting. How he hangs from them limbs up there on ropes, and it's pretty amazing actually. And watching him cut with that chainsaw, and I've got some experience with chainsaw, but I can tell you mine's chainsaws ain't near as sharp as his, because it just cuts through this stuff like it's nothing, and mine don't do that. But anyway, y'all just watch. It's pretty interesting watching this guy climb around in this tree. He's setting up a safety line now, and tying that rope over the limb of that tree that he can tie himself to in case he fell. He wouldn't hit the ground. And tethering himself off to that tree above him. And it's pretty interesting to watch these guys. See, he's just hanging off of that limb up there now. He's testing it out to make sure it'll hold him up if he did fall off there. Well, I could never do that. Heights just ain't my thing. And when I was a kid, I used to climb trees a lot, but not like this guy.
How fast they can do it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Gee, it won't take them an hour to take the whole thing down.
Trash bag over there. I guess if you know what you're doing, you have the right tools.
Do what?
If you know what you're doing and you have the right tools.
I hope. Well, what's that? What's with Ashley doing?
She's probably upstairs crying. I'm not being funny.
No, I know. You're probably right.
Well, unfortunately, it's just going to suffer if it doesn't get cut down soon. So I hate to see things suffer too.
Me too. I'm going to talk to her and see Daddy coming over there and look at that tree of mine. But it's beginning to lean pretty bad over in my neighbor's yard.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems here. Over that fence, over that retaining wall. Oh my God. It could cost tens of thousands of dollars if we don't do something. That Paul wants me to send him over to talk to him too, so it seems to be very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And I negotiated with him.
Huh?
I negotiated with him.
You did or didn't?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Cash. I can pay in cash, and that saves me some money a little bit. Wow.
Well, I can tell
How
you.
long that thing gets.
Yeah, it's long. And I tell you what, those chainsaws are sharp. They cut through them like butter.
Yeah, he hardly touched it to those things and it went right through him. I'm
Yeah.
sure he keeps his blade sharp, you know.
Yeah, and there's an art to it too.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And a lot of people don't know that on those chainsaws, you'll notice where the teeth are. In between, there's a little piece of metal. And you gotta grind those off. It'll tell you how deep you're gonna make your cut on each.
Oh.
So there's more to it than just, sharpening
Yeah,
that.
it's just like working with wood or painting or clock repair. It's all,
Yeah. I can sharpen mine pretty good, but not like that.
I've never seen them go through like that.
Me either.
I mean, it just went like through like butter almost. I mean, seriously. Yeah, he's blade off up above there, and good. Well, I've got work to do, so
Okay.
I'm going to be in. Your doors are open here.
All right.
They know about the 8-foot section here.
Huh?
They know about the 8-foot section.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't be afraid to remind me.
Yeah, they'll just lay it on the ground. We'll deal with that later. Did you tell them I wanted to keep a couple of sections for a bowl? I will. On this last 8 foot of this trunk, I'm going to have them save that because my daughter wants me to take the trunk of that thing and make them a mantel board for the fireplace. So I'm having them save that last 8 foot into one piece, and then I'll come and do my thing to it and see if I can't make a mantel board out of it. And then I had him save a piece of that oak to turn them a bowl out of for the house, and maybe one for me. And these are post oak. These are post oak trees, and they've got a bunch of them in their yard, but they had to take this one down, sadly. And she cried. All right, love you guys. Hey, y'all subscribe to Gary Mack Studio, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.